What's up, everybody? It's Justin at Empire Music and EmpireMusic.com, and today we're featuring the Gibson 50's J-45. Wonderful guitar, a lot of fun to play. Let's get into it. The Gibson J-45 has been around since 1942, just a few years before I was born. This guitar has been in the hands, not this particular one, but the J-45 has been in the hands of countless artists that you've listened to, artists like Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, Jeff Tweedy, Elvis Costello. You go on and on. A guitar that's been around since the 40s, much like Martin's. Gibsons like this ended up in the hands of just about every relevant, influential singer-songwriter that we know and love. So what makes this guitar so cool? Well, a few things. Let's dig in. So it's original recipe on this is the solid Sitka spruce top and mahogany back inside. So it's great wood pairing, familiar wood pairing, not uncommon there. Hand scalloped X braced interior scalloping. 24 3/4 inch scale length, which for me, you know, playing a lot of guitars in the shop, I think that's one of the key features on this guitar that kind of gives it the sound that it has, you know, mixed with everything else, of course. I find less overtones, like a more dry, maybe focused sound than you would get out of a guitar with a longer scale length, like a Martin, like a you know, D18 or D28. So that's my takeaway from the J-45 in general. It's just that kind of more dry, focused sound, a lot of warmth on the low end, and that's a word that, you know, in selling these guitars is a tricky word to use, warmth, but it's a guitar that kind of, it doesn't have as much definition on the bottom end as you would get out of even a D18, which is the same wood construction, but it's kind of in a good way. It's a guitar that will not overpower you if you're a singer, so you still get all of the projection that you would expect out of a dreadnought, this slope shoulder dreadnought, without the kind of overpowering overtones. So for a singer-songwriter, I think this guitar is awesome. What makes the 50's J-45 different than just the standard J-45 in Gibson's line? Couple things. It's aesthetics and a little bit of functionality. Aesthetically, we have the 50s style pickguard on the 50's model. We have maybe a little more functionally a bone saddle and a bone nut versus the regular J-45 has a composite tusk that they use on that. 50 style tuners, these are Grover tuners versus Grover rotomatics that they use on the J-45, the standard J-45. What else? We get ivory binding, kind of sets the guitar off, plays into the 50s styling. The biggest difference between the 50's J-45 and the standard J-45 from a playability perspective would be the neck profile. The 50's has a rounded neck profile, whereas the standard J-45 has a slim taper profile. So there's a little more of a shoulder to this neck, there's a little more meat versus the standard J-45. So put that all together, the aesthetics, the 50's styling, and the neck profile, you get the 50's J-45. This also comes equipped with an LR Baggs VTC acoustic preamp system. Sounds phenomenal plugged in. For demonstration purposes here today, we just have it mic'd up with the Shure SM57. But we'll play through, we'll do some fingerstyle on this guitar. We'll also do some strumming. I find this guitar to sound exceptional, just fingerstyle. So we'll start there. Let's go. So I find everything this guitar adds up to great for fingerstyle. I really like it for that. I think the scale length kind of helps with that a little bit too. A 24 3/4 inch scale length. Everything's just a little closer together. You're not getting, again, as I mentioned up front, you're not getting a ton of overtones on the top. There's a dryness and a mellowness to this guitar that I really like. It comes out, again, when you're strumming. You don't get that super accentuated low end, but what you get on the low end is a nice, pronounced, warm presence. So again, for a singer-songwriter, for in the studio, I think this is a fantastic guitar. Take a look at this. Look at the J-45. Again, difference is largely aesthetic in the neck profile as well, but both phenomenal guitars. If you have questions about these guitars, hit us up. Pick up the phone and call. Hit us up through the website. Always glad to talk to you about this guitar, any other guitar that we sell here. Thanks for watching.